being some thief who contrives an excuse to march in and create mayhem. It just kind of depends, and there's no way for you, any individual, to take that word and know just from those 3 letters what it means. So it has to have a context, and it has to be stated with enough specific information for us to do more with it than just react to it emotionally as if it's part of the movie. It just becomes a part of the stuff that we we live to rather than we understand to. And so, where am I going? Now I'm a little lost. Okay. The point I really want to get to is organization, and the fact that we really do have to somehow try to discipline conversation. It needs to start in one place and establish these premises, these rungs of perception and reality, and build on top of something that has some kind of credibility and order. Because we just can't keep doing this dissection. Number one, there's too much mixed between the emotional, oh, that was a great movie, it made me horny, or it made me sad, or it was so beautiful, and the part of the conversation that might be about how the movie was made. Like, wow, that was a real well-constructed piece of art, had real continuity, or some other editorial evaluation based on that more real, explicit, what was this thing, as a thing. And we were not separating those conversations. There's too many philosophers talking too much poetry, I guess is my point. And the other part is that there is no order. We just keep having to go over and bang some of the same drums over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and it just doesn't go anywhere. We can't get to the next level of the conversation because as soon as we get to like 3 or 4 established premises, there's nobody listening anymore, because you can't get 4 people to agree on 4 facts ever. It's just like, well, there's got to be some way to get around that. I mean, there's got to be a way of establishing the credibility of certain premises and then moving on. Just saying that conversation is done, let's build. And we can go back to it if we must, if there's some kind of real compelling reason. But it's got to be more than Jimmy saw a leprechaun. A leprechaun? He saw a leprechaun. Yeah, I mean, fuck that shit. There's some conversations that should be over, and we just seem lost in them forever. Anyway, so what else am I saying? Yeah, but this perception thing is, it is disgusting, even, almost, I'd use that word, that, 2 people can look at the same thing and see profoundly different things in that thing. They're looking at the scene, and, one person's hearing the sound, and it's all about the sound, and the other person's seeing the colors, and it's all about the colors. The other person's seeing the movement, and it's all about the movement. I mean, this just makes it impossible for us to have any kind of productive, sensible conversation about almost anything. So, yeah, well, batteries lasted through the whole video. It's probably a 2-parter, 15 minutes or so, right? Good look, but I'm not going to bother. So anyway, humid. Yeah. And what else can I say? Yeah, that's about it. I mean, tough start to the day. I'm so damn tired. But anyway. No, that's about it. So there's an orange flag growing in the woods over there. Some sort of new genetic variant of orange flag. So, there's a broken something. The old broken wiffle ball. Yep. We can call that a dinosaur egg. Okay. Cars and such coming. Unnecessary noise. So, yep. Video should have ended 2 minutes ago. But it's okay. I got time to add pointless babble at the end. So I will. And it'll annoy somebody and they'll say some snarky piece of shit comment and it'll piss me off. I'm a spider on my camera. I guess he made it up my arm. Alright, anyway, until next time. This is me signing off for this morning. I got another 4 minutes of memory left, so I figure I'll use it. I was just kind of thinking about words again and how our brains use them and how that sort of defines our perception of things. Is our memories, our associations, and sort of interesting where it can go. So if I just come up with a word like mud, yes, because I'm traveling past some mud. Alright, first I have to break the association with that mud puddle, because that's the first thing my brain did, because I was using mud as a connection to mud puddle. And, so that perverts it right there. But if I, wait for my brain, the signal has been sent, the thought pattern has said, feedback has said, okay, we're trying to do this thinking thing on purpose. It's done that before. It knows how to do it. So it runs the thinking program. Do the, random pull crap out of memory and scoot it through my consciousness. Even though there's a ton of subconscious crap going on right now, mud's bouncing around in there because it's I'm talking and I'm thinking about other things as I'm trying to make this video. So, but it's still trying. It's still mudding. And so the first thing that comes to mind is, okay, mud without mud puddle. And I think of mud skipper. Them little froggy guys. Primitive little life forms. And that's a pretty good one for me, because, that goes right to the subject of evolution. I mean, the mud skipper is one of those poster child animals for evolution, because it's living in that medium environment between being a fish and being a crawly thing, and it has that missing link kind of look to it, but certainly it's got the big mouth, the eating machine, the little bobby eyes on the head, find the food, gobble the food. It's so clearly a little consumer and reproducer. They probably, no doubt, look more intelligent than they are. They scoot around when you walk by or something. They'll get all panicked. But, with those big eyes on its head, they do look kind of like they're thinking. That eyeball's moving around like a chameleon or something. Kind of gives something the look of intelligence. So that's another kind of angle of perception, is that things can look, they can appear to be something more than they are. And emotionally we'll think of them that way. You can draw a picture, and the picture can have a personality.